The Darkest Stories, Episode 3, Cecilia. Cecilia comes from Eerie, Ohio. She belonged to a little girl there named Angelia. She loved Cecilia very, very much. She took her with her everywhere she went. She would sit her at the dinner table. She would take her to family events, Christmas, birthday parties. She even gave her a nickname, Sissy. Sissy was always with her. Just a few days past Angelia's 5th birthday, she began having bad headaches. And these headaches would last sometimes for days. Little Angelia would have to stay in bed because the light would hurt her eyes so bad. Her parents knew that it was time to take her to a specialist. They took her to a children's hospital in New York. And of course, she had to take little Sissy with her for the trip. Once they arrived at the hospital, the children's doctor had feared the worst. And he asked him to stay for a few days so that he could do special testing on Angelia. Days passed by. Sadly, he diagnosed her with leukemia. Poor little Angelia began to look very pale, and she lost almost all of her hair within the first 3 months. She would sleep with Sissy. Each night, she would lie in bed with her, talking to her, telling her how much she loved her, telling her all of her hopes and dreams. She would stroke Sissy's hair until she would fall asleep. Very sadly, within 6 months, little Angelia was no more. Her parents and her older sister Elizabeth moved away. They couldn't bear to be in their home any longer. Too many memories. Angelia's sister took Cecilia and kept her for several years. She took her with her after she'd moved out to Germany and decided to give Cecilia to her daughter. She'd often wanted to play with the doll, but she knew she was very special and fragile, so she never did. She'd even almost began to get an afraid feeling of her. She almost felt like, at sometimes, she was really looking at her. Almost like she was real. She'd been told many special stories about Angelia and Sissy. But something about the doll just made her feel uneasy. Although she gladly accepted the doll, and she promised her mom that she would always take very special care of Sissy, so she took her home. She purchased a special doll stand for her. She set her in a window seat so that she could see out the window. She noticed almost every day, whenever she would go in to clean or dust, that the other doll's hair would be laying in the floor, looking like it had either been pulled out, cut, fell out, something. Something wasn't right. One of her friends came over to see the doll that she'd heard so much about. She walked into the room and she grabbed Sissy up and hugged her as if she was a real little girl. Within a couple seconds, she felt strands of her hair being pulled, and hard too. "Ouch," she said. "What is with this doll?" She put her down quickly. "Oh my God. That doll pulled my hair, Lynn. I also heard her breathe. It's the weirdest thing I have ever experienced. What is going on with this doll?" Lynn assured her nothing that she knew of, but that she'd always had strange feelings about this doll. She walked over to examine the doll, and sure enough, there were strands of brown hair in the doll's hand. "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Perhaps it's where she's old. Your hair got snagged on maybe her rough hands, with little age cracks or something." She was just trying to think of anything she could to get the obvious out of the way. Soon after, her friend decided to leave. Lynn doubted that she would ever be back, really. She turned and said to the doll, "I have always thought something was off about you." She walked over to her and looked at her in the face. "I don't know what your problem is, but thank you for being there for my mama's sister. Thank you for being a good doll. Thank you for being there for her while she was suffering, so sick, and during the times that she was losing her hair. I've seen pictures of her. But, Cecilia, you can't be mad at others because they have lovely hair. Is that what it is? I don't know, but I will find out. Lynn decided to go shopping. She picked up an EMF detector, as well as a camera and a voice recorder. She was going to try to get evidence. So she set them up on the table across from the doll. She'd turn them on when she'd leave. Then she'd come home, ask certain questions with the voice recorder. She began to watch the footage and listen to the evidence. She was so shocked at what she would hear. Late one night, she got the recorder and she asked to the doll, "Why are you pulling hair? I noticed that there has been different hair found in your hands." She gave it a minute. She hit the rewind button. She heard a low whisper. "They are not in need of it." Lynn was again shocked, scared. She just couldn't believe what she was hearing. She then asked her, "Why do you pull their hair?" She then heard, "I chose to, and suffer." She asked, "Who suffers? Who suffers, Cecilia?" "Angel," she heard. She then said, "Why did Angel suffer? She was sick. She couldn't help it. So I can make others suffer." By this time, Lynn had decided that it was time. It was time for Cecilia to go. She boxed her up. She put tape around it. She took her out on the front porch until she could figure out just where to put her. I just knew it. I knew there was something. I should have listened to my gut instinct with this doll. I know she's a family heirloom, but as of today, she is not. I want my house cleansed. I wanted to have a walkthrough done on it, and I'm just done. Lynn had a paranormal team come in and go through the house. She then had it blessed. And she asked, what could she do with this doll that at one time had meant so much to the family? She didn't want another child to get a hold of it, because it may be bad luck, maybe try and harm them. So they gave her a business card with a name on it and a number, and explained to her that this is a trusted person in the paranormal community, and they will take excellent care of your haunted doll. And that, my friends, is when Lynn contacted me. Cecilia has been here with me at 606 Paranormal. You can see her on the Haunted Doll Tour. Hey, Cecilia. Can you give me a sign if you're here? Can you say hello?